if there's no compromise here before Tuesday, we're going to expect still downward pressure on our ag markets. South American weather will likely be key. Argentina's forecast remains, forecasted for rain next week is bearish, but Brazil's slow harvest could limit downside movement in soybeans and corn. Yeah, I mean, but this is going to be a doozy here. So, like, I was thinking before we were looking for corn to be like 5 lower. This could probably be a little bit more now. Like, we could probably get like, well, let's just go back over here. In corn, 5 lower from here would put us, at that support. So, so we're looking, if we break that 475, that next level of support is, back here at this 200 moving average, 204-hour bar moving average, which would be around 464. So the 25% tariff on Mexico, the largest U.S. corn buyer, raises concerns about export demand, rightfully so. Mexico has purchased 637 million bushels for 24-25 so far, with 324 million already shipped, meaning that any disruption to this flow could pressure prices. Improving weather in Argentina could stabilize crop conditions, leading to less yield risk in South America. The market failed to break through that $5 mark last week, and obviously we're going to see some pressure coming down on the corn market this week with those tariffs in place. So, it really does kind of seem likely we're going to be living in between the green and purple line now. That's where I have for corn, especially if that green line doesn't hold up, if we can't hold that, 478, we're going to be around 470. So it's going to be real interesting. So it's got to be something to just be really cautious here as we go into the open. For beans, all right. So, I expected it to be like 10 to 15 lower for beans. That would put us, right here on this 30, on this 35. So we could see beans kind of, again, get through this green line goes to the purple line. Sometimes this is how you trade, right? Just colors and lines. So China bought 900 to 1.15 million bushels of U.S. beans in the last 2 years. But retaliatory tariffs could cause them to shift purchases to South America, as they did during the last trade war. Brazilians' Paraná bean harvest is only 18% complete, but forecasts show a drier trend next week, which may allow faster progress and alleviate some supply concerns. Tariffs on Mexico, 130 to 200 million bushels per year, could disrupt demand. Like we're talking, that's double our, ending stocks. So that's some of the reasons here. Some bullish factors that, still, you have reduction in Argentina's crop ratings, but this is minor. This is not going to outweigh. The funds are long, and we have to readjust here. Now, the funds were obviously coming in buying puts last week, so they might, this is my thesis, is that we might actually see the longs get even bigger because of this. Because, look, if I had downside protection and I'm long, I'm getting longer now that, I have some kind of a protection on here. We're seeing that 10, 12, 10.27 support. 10.27 to down to 10.12, that purple line, last hope there. So we're kind of looking to see, if we break that 10.12, that purple line, we might see back to those December lows. That's pretty much where we're looking here. Wheat is following, the broader grain complex lower tonight, especially with tariffs hitting Mexico. Mexico imports between 110, 150 million bushels annually, and potentially retaliations from China, who also bought 127 million bushels under Phase 1 trade deal. Sovcon lowered Russia's wheat export forecast to 42.8 million tons, but that wasn't enough to offset selling pressure on Friday. So, we're going to look at wheat. let's look at wheat, right? All right, so we're going to look for support levels around that gold trend line here. Moving average, 1050. That's a nice little support. But I mean, we're going to still go back maybe to that 1046. If not, we're going back to these end of these little tails. So these are some things to watch as we open up here. This is going to be a good one to see if there's any deals coming in on Tuesday.